God's eye watches the valleys, and Ma Phuc Pass carves 7 tortuous turns through the mountains, where a legendary warhorse once dropped to its knees in exhaustion. And our Russian Jeep warhorse got us stranded in the middle of nowhere. What the driver did next shocked us. Stick around to see if the Soviet-era field hack actually works. This is day 3 of the adventure. Let's ride. Our northern Vietnam trip started in Cao Bang, heading north towards China and the incredible Ban Joc waterfall. Today, our journey heads westward through local markets and on to the God's Eye mountain. And then this morning, it's raining, so bag covers, plastic bags. Good, let's go. We leave the riverside homestay by crossing the Quây River itself, rolling over the shallow weir that feeds the valley. The country road twists into the mountains, carrying us deeper into parts of Vietnam most tourists never get to see. The horizon lifts into jagged limestone giants, their silhouettes carved from mist and time. Suspended above a still emerald river, we inch across the one-lane swing bridge, mountains rising in perfect reflection through the morning mist. Following a little-known road brings us to a bridge where the valley opens wide. Mountains unfolding into the distance like ancient monuments. On again through mountains and villages. Each with its own charm and surprises. Smells like fielding on Egg Day, on Market Day. There was even a wedding marquee. We roll into Trung Cam, and it's Market Day. The town is decorated for Tet, or the Lunar New Year. All ready for the Chinese New Year. Taking our lives into our hands, we cross the road for a closer look. So this is the sugar cane. The whole place is a riot of sights, sounds and smells. This is handmade paper for sale, just like we helped make on day 1 of this adventure. Everywhere, people are wearing the traditional headscarves of the Hmong hill tribes, and everywhere, people are making preparations for Tet, including buying incense.
Eat now. Yes.
And our guide shows us the best way to eat sugarcane. I'm not sure our dentists would be impressed.
You got bits in your teeth.
A quick stop for lunch. How's the happy water?
Happy water, yeah.
It looks like a route that somebody's done a carving.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think this is. On the road again, in the middle of nowhere. The excitement building as we approach the highlight of today's adventure. So we think to charge up our camera and drone with the cigarette lighter in the Jeep. Next minute. Did we blow a fuse? Oh. The jumper cables look promising. So what was that trick?
No?
We were not going to risk using the charger again. We press on further into the mountains, nearly at the epic highlight of this trip when the engine suddenly fell silent in the middle of the road.
We pushed the car back off the road a bit.
Yep, we're in the middle of nowhere. Jumper cables out again. And this time we see how our driver jump-started the engine last time, from the Jeep's own battery. Now tell me in the comments if this trick is actually a thing. It doesn't make sense to me, but hey, I'm just a vet. Unfortunately, the trick didn't work this time, and our driver had to call for reinforcements. So we went for an afternoon stroll to fill in time, and we got to see some parts of Vietnam that most people never get to. So, car's broken down, again, partly our fault for trying to plug our charger into the cigarette lighter. So phone a friend and the Jeep is stuck on the side of the road up there, but bonus side tour. How many other Westerners have walked down this random road?
Well, that last town, there wasn't a lot of Westerners there.
No, we were a bit of a novelty. Waiting for phone a friend because there's no AA.
But maybe you can comment in the comments what would cause us plugging our charger into the cigarette
plug
socket
hole thing,
and then suddenly the car just stops.
And then our driver did this MacGyver thing, which I've never seen before. He got the jump cables out. I'm like, well, this is no good without someone to give you a jump start, and the circuits are fried anyway. And he clips the red one onto one terminal, and then he gets the other end, and he's tapping it on the other terminal to make a spark, and then next minute all the lights go on. So we jump into the Jeep and off we go, 10 minutes
fixed it.
down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did fix it, but 10 minutes down the road.
It stops you.
And the magic jumper lead trick didn't work this time. Right. So we're getting out of our driver's hair.
Not
Beautiful.
Called in reinforcements. And it was not long before we were back on the road again. More buffalo appear as we venture down a narrow rock-lined path that would be treacherous on scooters. Heading towards the one thing that inspired us to visit Vietnam. God's Eye Mountain. They say this mountain was once silent stone, just another limestone giant hidden in the mist. But on the night the sky tore open, lightning struck its heart and split the cliff face clean through, carving a circle untouched by human hand. At dawn, villagers saw it glowing from within, a single round window staring out over the valley. They called it the Eye of Heaven, Mắt Thần, the place where the sky keeps watch on the living world. It's also known as Angel Eye Mountain and the graveyard of many drones. Take the drone back.
We're from?
The hole.
From the God's Eye Mountain at its end.
Back on the road again. And it's not long before we encountered the treacherous serpentine path that is Ma Phuc Pass, making our descent towards Cao Bang. Is that the best 10 million you've ever spent?
Yep.
Yeah. Look.
A Vietnamese millionaire. Well, what do you think?
Oh, awesome.
Absolutely best way to travel North Vietnam,
Yeah.
by Jeep. And arriving into Cao Bang, we take in more of the sights and sounds of the city before we head to Ho Chi Minh City, now that this 3-day adventure has drawn to an end. Make sure you check out our Day 1 episode, The Incense Villages, and Day 2, The Ban Joc Waterfall. And do like and subscribe for upcoming adventures, monkeys in Malaysia, elephants in Thailand, and your last chance to do a Mekong River cruise.